Right guys, today we're doing a very quick video on how to replace an aerial on a Hyandai i10. This one snaps on the connector that goes to the aerial. So we're going to get through the roof and I'll show you how to do it. This is the aerial here, so this bolt under here is threaded, where it's just snapped off where you tried to take it off. So we're going to get this whole piece off and then we can put a new one back on. This is the new part that we've ordered. It's for a Kia, but it also works for a Hyundai. That's the part number if you need to get it yourself, and we'll show you how to get it apart. Right, to start off, we're going to get in the car, and there's 2 bolts under here, 1 bolt on this side, and the same for the other side. We're just going to take those bolts off, and then we should be able to pull this down. When taking these off, guys, they do have a small little lip on them, so as you pull it, you just pull it back and then pull it down. And this has a small screw. Can I show you? There, it's got a small little screw on it. You think when you first pull it, it doesn't feel like it can fully come out, but just give it a bit of a harder tug and it'll come straight out. Right, so the next challenge is to get this light casing off, and it's pretty much simple. You just pull it and use one of these to pry it off, but it's just small little tabs all the way around. So just take it carefully, don't pull too hard in case you snap them. But what I've noticed is you can actually see the bolt through here. You can see the bolt through there, so we're just going to use one of these and just to angle it and get it up there, because if you can see it, there's no point of really taking it all off. So we're going to undo that and it should pop off the top and we can put the new one back in. Once you've undone that bolt from the bottom, it's pretty simple. You can just pull on it from the top and it comes straight off in your hand. Now what will be helpful is when you clean this, to use a cloth to give it a little wipe, just to make sure it's nice and clean before you put another one back on. So once you've got that screw in, it's as simple as just putting the nut on, screwing it up, not too tight because you don't need to there's not going to be any serious stress on it or anything, just tight enough just to nip it up a bit. I'd recommend using something like this handle, just so you physically can't do it up too tight. You don't want to be properly wrenching on it because that would just strip the bolt and you'll be back to square one. Put it all back together exactly the same way as we pulled it apart. One thing that I forgot to mention is there's a cable that goes onto the bolt. If you don't put this cable through the bolt, your antenna won't work afterwards. So make sure that's around the bolt and then tighten the bolt up underneath that. Best thing to do once you've fitted that aerial back in, as you can see, we've got the wire on the thread up there. It's all tightened down. The best thing then to do is to check that it all works. So just going to turn it on. Right, perfect, so we're all ready to go again. Right, so guys, the last thing we need to do is screw this in, but what we're going to do is put some Vaseline on the screw just so that it doesn't get seized up again, and it will just give it that bit of lubrication so it's easier to take off next time when you need to take it off. That is it for the video, guys. Like if this helped you, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I'll catch you next video.